What's going on, American truckers? How's everybody out there doing today? Welcome to Trucking with Old Snapper, and as you know, I'm Old Snapper. Anyway, gonna get into a few things in this video. I made a list because I'm extremely tired, and I don't want to mess up. I got ADD pretty bad, so if a butterfly flies by the window right now, I'm liable to get distracted. And I'm at Dollar General getting unloaded, and as y'all know, Dollar General can take quite a while. I haven't hauled one of these loads in a while, but the last time I did, it was I want to say 6 or 7 hours to get unloaded, something like that. Anyway, let's see. We get into this driver shortage. I'm gonna get into the parking shortage as well, and respect at shippers and receivers. Okay, those are the topics I'm gonna get into. But before I get into that, man, y'all check out my shirt. It's got that symbol that's on there at the beginning of my video that comes up in the intro, also in the outro. That's something I designed. I got shirts that have that design on it. I got totes and stickers and you name it. Now, if you run into me out on the road, I'll give you a sticker. I normally try to keep them stocked on the truck. I got pins as well. I try to keep them stocked on the truck. So if you run into me, I'll give you one of those. But if you want a shirt, you can order them at AmericanTruckersUnited.com. I only make 99 cents on each one sold, and then I take 50% of whatever I make each month on there, and it goes into a program that I got called South Texas Recovery, which goes to helping people get sober, get their lives back together, get off of drugs, get off of methamphetamines, get off of crack, get off of alcohol, those types of things. And that money goes back into that program to help them. So that's the deal on that. Anyway, I'm pretty tired, so hopefully I don't stutter too much through this video. I'll try to keep it pretty straightforward like most of my videos are. I appreciate all of y'all that watch. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave me a comment on what you think on the shirt. I hope y'all like them. But there's some stuff for girls on there too. I designed some for female tank tops and stuff like that. So there are some stuff for the lady drivers out there as well. Anyway, let me get my paper here so I don't forget what I got going here. First things first, tomorrow at 9:11 in the morning, I'm going to be stopping. Not for no protest, not for nothing like that. I'm going to stop for about 30 minutes. Probably, thinking probably 9, right around 9 to 9:30 or 9:15 to 9:45, right around in there. And it's for the memory of those who lost their lives on 9/11. That's a horrible thing that happened. People literally jumped to their deaths because they would rather jump and die than to burn to death. I mean, it was horrible. Some of you older folks out there like myself, we remember that day very vividly. It was a horrible thing we watched, and we watched it happen as it unfolded, and over the years, it's been 20 years, people have forgotten. And some of the people that are up in age now, they were either real young or weren't alive at that time. And I just want y'all to know, man, it was serious, it was bad, and I hope I never see anything like that again happen on our soil. But anyway, I'm going to be taking a 30-minute moment of silence. I'm going to pull off, stop, and show my respects to those people, show my respects to the first responders that lost their lives on that day as those buildings collapsed, and show my respects for the troops that lost their lives over in Afghanistan and all those who served. If you served in Afghanistan, man, Old Snapper, really appreciate you. Freedom don't come free. You paid you paid the sacrifice for it. That's why I'm able to be sitting here today making this video, and I really appreciate it. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate you. Thank you to all of those who served. Thank you to all the families who lost loved ones over there, who gave the ultimate sacrifice for us to have our freedoms. Anyway, let's get into this driver shortage. I hear a lot of drivers, or I see a lot of drivers online, it's like there ain't no driver shortage. A lot of drivers gauge that by the parking, which can be deceiving. Alright. You can actually go into truckstop.com. You can actually go into OIDA. CDL Life, I believe, even has a link as well where you can go and look at tender rejection rates. You can also look at how many loads there are per truck in different areas of the country and even on a national level. At the current time, an average of 30,000 loads per day don't get hauled. Okay, that's what it is. The industry is short of drivers. That's why the pay is up like it is. That's why owner operators are getting the rates that they're getting right now as compared to what they were getting a few years ago. You got to think, man. Just a few years ago, whenever I did it for a dry box driver, it was $1.40 a mile off the board if you were brokering loads, and that was good back then. So it's come up quite a bit. Driver pay's come up quite a bit. These companies are screaming for drivers. Big companies, little companies, it doesn't matter who they are. They're all screaming for drivers. Okay. Now, the federal government, they kind of, I don't know, they confuse me sometimes because they know there's a driver shortage, but then again, at the same time, they'll implement laws that make it harder to either stay a driver or become a driver. Makes no sense to me at all. None. But then again, a lot of things government doesn't make sense to me. Alright, now as far as the parking situation and the drivers that like to compare or say there is no driver shortage because there is no parking, they assume that there's too many drivers out here. There's actually a parking shortage. That there really is. And you got states that are closing rest areas. You got states that are no longer allowing drivers to park on on-ramps and off-ramps. You got states that are no longer allowing drivers to park in way stations. I mean, there's so many counterproductive things going on that it's not even funny. How us as a driver can help fix that, I don't really know. If you got any ideas, please let me know in the comments because I don't really know. But yes, there is a driver shortage. There is a parking shortage, which leads me to respect at shippers and receivers. I'm here to tell you, and this may sound arrogant, please don't take it that way, but if a shipper or receiver is disrespectful to you, now I'm not saying go be disrespectful to them. I treat them all with respect. They're the ones unloading the freight. They're the ones that are going to get me a door. They're the ones that are, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to piss them off and be sitting somewhere for hours on end. But if they're disrespectful to you, you don't have to tolerate that. There literally is a driver shortage. If they don't want to respect the drivers delivering at their location, there's 30,000 other loads you can go haul. And a lot of these companies out here know that as well. That's like the company I work for. We have an app, and we can actually rate a shipper or receiver in that app. And if they get enough bad comments and enough bad deal on a shipper or receiver, we don't go there no more. I have seen Crete drop customers. They will not tolerate a customer talking bad to a driver. But at the same time, they won't tolerate a driver talking bad to a customer. It's a habit. I got to look at the light. Y'all drivers understand. Got to look at the light every now and then. It drives me nuts if I ain't looked at it in a few minutes. But anyway, you don't have to tolerate that. I've told a couple of them. I told one in Georgia. I said, man, I don't know if you're living under a rock or what the deal is. Maybe you don't realize it, but there's on an average of 30,000 loads per day that don't get hauled. If you want to talk to us drivers 10 karat crazy and think that we just have to tolerate it from you, you got another thing coming. Man, your freight can sit on the ground. It can sit on a warehouse somewhere and you never get it. We go haul somebody else's stuff. And these owner operators and stuff out here, they don't have to tolerate your stuff. If I was an owner operator right now, before I ever even took a load, I would call the broker. My first question would be, who's the customer? And while I'm on the phone with them, I'd be Googling it and looking at reviews. If they talk about holding drivers up, if they talk about treating drivers bad, anything like that, I wouldn't even haul it. I don't care what the broker said it was paying. Thank you. I call the next one, because there's plenty of freight out there. You know, there's no reason to be submitting yourself to that kind of crap. Let some other dummy go haul that. Let someone who has no respect for themselves go haul that. You know, as a driver, you should have respect for yourself. I understand fully that this is considered a labor job. You know, it doesn't take a lot to become a driver, but it takes a lot to be a respectful driver. You know, to get out of your truck with respect, dressed properly, carrying yourself properly, talking to shippers and receivers correctly, you know, dealing with other drivers correctly. But anyway, that's a straight shoot, you know, straight shot. That's what I wanted to discuss with y'all. I know if you got some different information that says there is no driver shortage, and you're positive behind it, and it's going to contradict the fact that I have seen that every day, on average, 30,000 loads across the country here in the United States sit on a dock and don't get hauled, please leave a link. Don't just tell me about it, but leave a link, because I want to go read about it. I like to update myself on stuff like that. Oh, one more thing before I forget. Last week, a driver was shot in Shreveport, Louisiana. I don't have all the details on it, but want to send a shout out to that driver, man. I know he's in the hospital. Last I heard, he was in the hospital. He was supposed to recover. I hope he makes it. All I know in that situation is he was shot twice in the chest. Apparently somebody walked up on him. I don't know if he was in his truck or standing outside his truck, but he was, you know, he was a truck driver. They shot him twice in the chest. This stuff's starting to happen a lot. I really hate to hear, you know, that we're being submitted to that type of violence, and then we're submitted to that type of violence, and at the same time, we're not allowed to carry a weapon to protect ourselves. So I mean, that's another thing. Don't make any sense. But anyway, salute to that driver. I hope you make it. My thoughts and prayers are with you, and all of y'all that are still with me right now, I appreciate all of y'all for watching the video all the way through. Y'all have a great day. Stay safe. And like always, man, smash that subscribe button. Hit the little bell so you'll get notified when new videos come up. Smash that like button or dislike button, whichever one you want to go with. That's your choice. Stay safe. Be kind to one another. And keep trucking.